For a second, I almost forgot that Agatha is a villain. Episode 5 of Agatha All Along just dropped, and we finally got some answers. Spoilers if you aren't up to date. This episode started with a chase scene that reminded us that Agatha has a heart. Did she kill 7 witches? Yes. But she let their children live, and I think that that's very cool. She was definitely spitting when she was like, the lesson here is that mercy will get you killed, because obviously they're on the run. I love this ET/Hocus Pocus reference. I'm not gonna lie, this show is way more campier than I thought it would be, and I'm still determining whether or not I like that. It's just very jarring. It's turned into something totally different than what we saw in the premiere. I definitely don't mind cute references like this, but sometimes the line deliveries and things like that just feel so campy. I'm watching something on the Disney Channel. I know this is Disney Plus, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I didn't expect Wizards of Westerly Place. I gotta give it up to Aubrey. She was really funny in this episode. I loved when Agatha was tripping out and having her exorcist moment. Rio goes, "Are you okay?" Perfect line delivery. I love that Ouija boards are now synonymous with the 80s. Once again, the costume department nailed it here. I love that Billy's outfit foreshadowed that we would get the reveal in this episode. But I also love the potion detail that we saw on Jennifer's pocket. Oh, this almost broke me. I think the most tragic part about Alice's death is that she died advocating for Agatha. This was immediately following her breaking her generational trauma and then witnessing Agatha face hers. So I totally understood why Alice was the one to fight for Agatha, even when the coven was ready to drop her. I totally understood why Billy freaked out after her death, because we just saw Billy bond with Alice earlier in the episode, and honestly throughout the entire season. But I'm certain that that broom ceremony that they did before they took off gave him a certain bond that probably triggered this whole thing. Now let's get to the reveal, since we're all know-it-all thanks to Funko. I wasn't disappointed that he was Wiccan, because obviously it fits in the story. It wasn't something that was made for cheap thrills. I loved how gagged he had Agatha this entire episode. First he called Nicholas to the stage, and then he got her homies to clap her. He just like his mama though. The second that he felt betrayed, his response was to immediately kill everyone. Yeah, that's Wanda's boy. Well deserved. Agatha was moving filthy this entire episode. I know that she said that she couldn't help taking all of the Fire Witch's power, but I think that she liked it. I think she had a taste and she just couldn't help herself. Word to like an alcoholic. He's fully responsible for Alice's death, and I was kind of glad that he got rid of her, even though I love her character. The question is, where did Rio go? I love the subtle ways that they showcased his powers and his connection to his mother. As soon as he broke that sigil and started to use his magic, we saw him use his fingers in the way that Wanda does. This crown was a great mixture of the crown that we see in WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness, and that silver engraved headband that he wears in the comic books. It's clear that all these witches aren't dead because there are like 2 more episodes. So I'm very interested to see how they're going to get back on the witch's road. I do think that Alice is dead, and that's definitely a tragedy. All in all, this episode was solid, particularly the second half of it. Like I mentioned before, the tone is too childish for me. I know that it's on Disney Plus, but Disney Plus has some adult show, and I really wish that this took the darker tone that was hinted in the premiere. But I'm fair. Let's give this episode 4 out of 5 Frankie Flames.